Hey all, Hipper here. So it's been a while, but today I'm taking Yoshino out with Nachi here to show you how well this commander fits the ship. And this is a full Agile build, as you can see here. I have Agile Inspirations, Baltimore and Rune. And at the base we get Speed and Rudder, which is what you want. And Turret Traverse as well. I have Ingenious, and then I have Deadly Assault in the third row here. Because this commander is different, and I think this is actually a good pick for Yoshino because the AP is already good, and with this perk here you make it even better. And yeah, the AP, like I said, on Yoshino is just nuts. You really should use it most of the time. So main battery Traverse here, and then we have Rudder, and then we have Rudder again, and in the last slot we have the main battery mod, the legendary version, of course. So 3 sonars, 4 spotter planes, and 4 repair parties, and that's pretty good because it's already a pretty tough ship, this one here. But look at this, 2.6 rudder and 37.5 knots, and that's with a turning circle radius, which is, I believe it's longer than Yamato's actually. So this is a fun ship because I don't think Wargaming really intended this to be an agile cruiser, because the physics when you play it with this rudder here, they look a little bit wonky, but in any case, I play it like an agile cruiser and it works really, really well. Now, of course, as with any agile cruiser, you have to adjust your play style. Because if you play this with an agile build and you're sitting, 20 kilometers away from the enemy or the caps, you're not going to do well. It's very, very simple. You need to push in with this build here. You need to get into the good spots before anybody else. That's what I'm doing here. I want to get to the C cap, preferably before anyone else, but if I can't, then at least, make sure no one else grabs it. Because as you can tell, no one else on this flank here is going for the cap. They are sitting, in open water, 2 squares away from me, and that's like a horrible play right there. But hopefully I won't be, swamped by enemies over here on this flank, because I can see most of them spotted in the other 2/3 of the map. But we do have a Des Moines here that we can probably get a very nasty shot at because he's broadside. There he is. And like I said, the AP on Yoshino is amazing. Look at him there, like a very good position. Yes, he's just a little bit too far out with his stern, meaning that I can hit him where it really hurts. Yoink, half your hit points gone and your position revealed. And yeah, there will be some incoming shots here, but it's just a Minotaur. And I'm in the cap before him, and that means that there's a very good chance that we have won this game now. Because whoever gets to this cap here first and holds it, makes a huge difference for their team. So it looks like it's just the Minotaur over here on this cap, or this flank here, so we're just going to continue. There's no threat in that ship. And you can see the Des Moines, because I citadeled him severely there, he's in a bad position now. He can't really go back, because I'm still here, I'm still keeping an eye on him. And he can't really move forward, and in a minute he'll be sunk. So the Minnow is going to be around here somewhere. I mean, I'm going to spot him immediately, so we're just lining up the AP. And like I said, the AP is nasty on this ship here, and you really should use it when you get the opportunity. And we do get a very nice salvo there. That should have been a one-shot, actually, but get a few. How many overpens? 5 overpens. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I've done that shot many times before where the Minotaur just disappears, but in this case here, that's not what happened. So we're just gonna wait for his torps here. They're gonna come, either to the left or the right, and in the meantime we're going to cap, and he's gonna smoke up. That's useless because he isn't gonna be able to see what I'm doing now. You can see all the red ships. They're sitting in the middle. It's a really bad red team, this one here as well. Just waiting for the torps. There they are. So now we can move out, and he hasn't got a clue what I'm doing because he has obscured his own vision. And if you play a smoke Minotaur, yeah, I don't know, I never play smoke Minotaurs. So anyway, just using the wide spread here because I'm not really sure where he is, but judging from the torpedoes, he's turned around, so he's able to fire the other side, which yeah, I guess you could do that, but I have my sonar on, so sooner or later I'm going to spot him, and I can overmatch him anywhere with my 330 mil guns here. So that's one of the reasons that I really like Yoshino, because Minotaurs are never safe, and they think like, oh, it's just another cruiser, I could bounce it, but no, never happens. Overpen maybe, but you know, majority of the times, except for my earlier salvo there, a broadside Minotaur is a one-shot in Yoshino. So there he is, and he's running away, of course. But we're just gonna take a little bit of, you know, shots, seeing if we can get him, because he's running away. I see a citadel there, shooting from, you know, the stern, keeping an eye on the battleships, because this is the moment where they tend to, you know, join the fun when you are busy trying to get an easy kill. And just zoom out again to have a look, because with the 2.6 second rudder here, you can turn this ship here incredibly fast, meaning that you're not bow onto those battleships anymore, which is of course what you don't want to be. So I'm pushing up to the next island here, and it looks like that guy is about to fire. Just gonna have a look. Yeah, there he goes. And I think he's a little bit late, so that's why I'm just gonna use the island instead of actually turning into the shots. And we do get a citadel on that battleship as well, at a range of, I don't know what that was, but that was far away. So I am assuming the Minotaur is gonna be somewhere around here. So just trying to check out where he is, and I get spotted here. Not really sure who's spotting me, but it doesn't really matter. So here's where the rudder comes in. The Iwami has obviously been waiting for me, but this Yoshino here, he turns a lot faster than any other Yoshino in the game. And that's one of the reasons that you can pull off crazy stuff with the ship here, because no one's used to a Yoshino going, you know, 38 knots and, you know, having a turret rotation like this. You can see my turrets I actually finished rotating before I finished rotating the ship. And that's really important on the Japanese cruisers, because like if you have to actually turn and your guns are pointing the wrong way, it's actually a massive problem. But with the build I have here, the 3 commanders I use along with Ingenious, it's not really a problem anymore. So we're halfway through the battle here, and the red ships are still sitting in the middle. There's really no point here in actually pushing, but I'm thinking it's probably better to push them a little bit further towards the A and B cap, because that's where the last destroyer is, and he might be able to torp them then. So that's why I'm thinking. And of course it doesn't, you know, hurt to take the attention of the battleships. You can see they're all trying to shoot at me because I'm spotted and I am seemingly an easy target, but they just forget to take into account that, look at this, I can turn this ship here extremely fast. And if we shoot at a Yoshino at 15-16 kilometer range, I can easily outturn those shells so they don't penetrate through my my bow or stern. Because that's the one issue with Yoshino, the armor is really thin on the bow especially, and well, the same on the stern, but I mostly go bow in, so it's mostly a problem for me. But if you have this fast rudder here, you can, you can like turn in such a way that you don't get hit by the shells in your most like naughty spot there, and no other Yoshino can do that. And that helps a lot. That actually, well, that's the same thing I do in Atago and pretty much any other Japanese cruiser. But until, you know, Nachi came into the game, I had the rudder on Yoshino at 3 seconds, and that's, you know, that's just within the range of Agile cruisers. But with this new Nachi commander here, I can get it down to 2.6, which, let's be honest here, is pretty naughty for a ship this size here and with this offensive power. Because you can see I have 9 330mm guns, and as you saw before, I can citadel battleships when I want to, really, and of course cruisers as well, if, you know, you're shooting AP, and you really should be shooting a lot of AP in the ship here. I know I'm shooting AT right now, but that's because this guy here is turning, and you know, better to get a fire, make him really scared and run even further away. So what about Nachi? Is she a good purchase? And I think definitely yes. If you like to play the Agile Japanese cruisers like Atago and Maya, and especially Yoshino, this commander here is made for Yoshino, an Agile Yoshino that is, because you get almost all the Agile perks. You know, you lose a little bit of speed, but you know, the base perk makes up for it, so you really only lose 3% speed. And on top of that, you get 5% additional to pretty much all your AP stats. So that's why I'm saying, if you play this build here, you should shoot as much AP as you possibly can, even at battleships. I mean, not bow on or stern on, that's like, yeah, kind of defies the purpose. Look at this, because that was a Yamato there, that guy there, and he could easily penetrate my bow. But at that distance there, I have plenty of time to adjust my heading so I don't hit any of his shells. And there's only the rear turret firing as well, so it's not really a big whoop-de-doo, but it still works really well. So another incoming salvo here, and we're just going to outturn that as well. And if you watched my videos on how to play Agile cruisers, you will know that you have to look at the shells as soon as they leave the red ship, and you will know where you can fit in. It's very, very easy. And of course, if you can't look at another ship, like I'm here, I don't want to take my eyes off these two battleships here. I just go bow on the Yamato, and he's pretty limited in what he can do with his rear turrets, so it's not really a problem. And again, we're taking all the attention here. See how the Reds, they're trying to take the A-cap, and with 5 minutes left, I mean, it's not impossible for them to actually win the game here. We are equal on ships. We are, of course, well ahead on points, but all they have to do really is sink a few ships, and they could actually win. So in this situation here, I am taking full advantage of my Agile build, and here I should have loaded AP, but I wasn't ready. You see here I switched to AP, because I'm thinking, oh, maybe he'll show broadside. In the meantime, I go bow in, so you know the return salvo won't hurt me as much. But you see now I am focused by everyone, all 4 ships. He's still shooting HE, this guy here. So that was an AP salvo, and all 4 ships here are now shooting at me, and it's perfect. Like, they've completely forgotten about the A-cap, and they are all thinking, oh, let's sink the Yoshino out here. And what that means is that this victory here is assured. And now I switch to HE here, which is like annoying. I should have stuck with AP, that's the word. And now they're starting to really bite into my hit points. So I gotta turn in here. But I did get rid of the Yamato. Not really much of a problem, that guy. Anyway, he was shooting HP most of the time. Not HP, HE. So sooner or later, someone will come to my rescue out here, hopefully. But as you can see, I still have, you know, a heal left, and I'm down to about half health. And I've been, you know, the sole target for the last few minutes. And it just, you know, it helps to create disarray in the enemy lines, because the battleships obviously trying to sink me, and they're just wasting opportunities to win the game, and that's what you want. So I hear so many times out there in the Discord sphere that, oh, Agile, Yoshino, oh, it doesn't work at all. Like, you have to stay far away and you have to shoot HE at things. No, that's just because you don't know how to play it, or you don't have the commanders, or you are just an old stubborn boomer, I don't know. But Yoshino is amazing. If you play this ship with this build here, you can pull off some pretty crazy stuff, and no one's really prepared for it, and it means that you can really just absolutely like rule the waves in this ship here if you know what you're doing. So that was the end of the game, and you know, all we did was just, you know, protect our flank. Really, that's it. That's what I did, and used the Agile build to its fullest, and we still, you know, won this game here by, well, nearly 1,000 XP, and that's even over Captain Yoink here. So Agile Yoshino was definitely a good ship. So anyone that says otherwise is well, doesn't know what they're talking about. It's very simple. So I hope you enjoyed it. See you out there.